Yes, bitches. So, welcome back. It is a new year. It is finally 2019, which is so fucking fantastic because 2018, I am so glad that it's over with. Regarding the last video that I made, my final video of 2018, we'll talk about that later. we'll get to that soon. For now, we got a lot of ground to cover. And it's gonna be a long year, so let's get it cracking. So for as far as 2018 films go, as far as honorable mentions go, first one we gotta go with is A Quiet Place. A Quiet Place by John Krasinski. I think this was, I don't think it was his directorial debut. I think this is like his third film or some shit like that. But anyways, John Krasinski acting beside his real life wife, Emily Blunt. I thought this movie was incredible. I thought that the usage of sound design to build suspense and terror and a little bit of sense of awe, you know, with these horror elements was done rather fantastically. I just thought this movie was just a very unique movie. I didn't think it was perfect. I don't think I had the biggest hard-on for this movie as most people, but A Quiet Place was just, it was awesome. I think I gave it like a 9 out of 10. And then we're gonna go with Crazy Rich Asians, which when I sat down and watched this movie, I had no idea that it was like a rom-com. Like I didn't know it was a romantic comedy. And Crazy Rich Asians was surprisingly really, really good. It was really good. Granted, I'm like in love with Asian people. But this is a really great film, nonetheless. These are all in no particular order, but we're gonna go with Searching. Yes, Searching was excellent. What a fantastic thriller Searching was. I think this was the director's debut film. John Cho was in this film, and he was incredible. The whole film is literally told through like display screens. So like the whole film is told through like you know, like webcam footage, you know, the interfaces of like social medias, or like Yahoo or Google. It's just like the whole fucking movie is told through like computer screens. It's a pretty remarkable achievement. And this movie is a hell of a watch. Whoa. Deadpool #2. I loved Once Upon a Time in Deadpool, or whatever the fuck that was, that PG-13 bullshit. That was terrible. But Deadpool 2 was awesome. Halloween. Yeah, I have to throw Halloween in there. Jamie Lee Curtis, her character arc in this film makes it like, I mean, what they do with her character in this movie is almost worth the price of admission alone. But seriously, the first, like, I think the first 3 to 5 minutes, like the opening sequence to this film, that in itself is a reason to pay to watch this movie. Okay, and then we have to go with Orson Welles' The Other Side of the Wind. Why has this movie not been talked about? Like, I'm literally mind-fucked that like Jeremy Jahns, Chris Stuffman, none of them niggas reviewed the film. I'm just like, why? Anyways, we gotta go with James Wan's Aquaman. Aquaman was William Dafoe rides a shark. Then we gotta go with Travis Knight's Bumblebee. I loved Bumblebee. Like the opening minutes to Bumblebee. Could you imagine if this was the first Transformers film that we ever saw, with Damien Chazelle's First Man, starring Ryan Gosling, Claire Foy. I think I saw this movie like 3 times in theaters. I love this movie. I'm with Alfonso Cuarón's Roma. Roma was a very interesting movie because I'm not gonna lie to you. The pace of Roma is electrifyingly slow. I mean, this movie is so slow paced. Holy shit. Literally my jaw was just dropped the entire time watching it. There are moments that are so startling. This is probably the most emotionally powerful film of the year. With Widows from Steve McQueen. Daniel Kaluuya plays like maybe my second or third favorite villain of the year. Steve did it, boy. Good God, Steve is one of the best working filmmakers we got. The directorial debut of Bradley Cooper in A Star Is Born. A Star Is Born has been on a lot of top 10 lists. A lot. And it's well deserved. It just hits you in your heart and it just infects you. It was Steven Soderbergh's Unsane, starring Claire Foy. And like, fucking, this movie was shot entirely with an iPhone 7 Plus. Color me fucking impressed. I gotta go with Spike Lee's Black Klansman. One of the funniest movies of the year. One of the most overwhelming movies of the year. This movie very late, but Upgrade from Lee Winnell. The whole relationship between Stem and the main character is so exciting. Like when it gets to a point that like Stem and him are sort of operating in sync on this revenge tale, the movie is so entertaining. It's so entertaining. And the ending is so dark and creepy. And the more you think about it, the ending, the more you love it. At least I do. Great film. You gotta go with Black Mirror Bandersnatch. Black Mirror Bandersnatch is the first, I think it's the first, but I believe it's the first interactive movie, like, ever? This is like the most Black Mirror-ish Black Mirror thing that we've received so far. The Adam McKay's Vice, stunning, mesmerizing. Maybe the most mesmerizing biopic from last year, potentially. Just wow. So that concludes my honorable mentions for 2018. As far as my top 10 favorite films from last year goes, hold that thought.